Are you looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Because it looks like you're looking over there. What's up? This is Bo from the Local Losers. Ronnie's on camera. Say hello, Ronnie.
Hello, Ronnie.
Dad jokes. So we got some stuff here for hooking up our battery today.
What are we doing? Hold on, time out.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? You gotta tell us.
We're wiring. We're wiring the Sniper. We're gonna wire the distributor. We're gonna wire the alternator.
Okay.
And
we're gonna wire the battery.
Wire the battery also.
That's what he was talking about.
So we're wiring. We're doing lots of wiring. So we got wiring stuff. We got a battery so we can find, voltages and stuff. Yeah, so it's gonna be a wiring video.
Cool.
That's gonna be it. So we're gonna dive right in. We have this wiring diagram for the Sniper, but we're gonna wire the battery first because we gotta find 12 volts for this, and we gotta find 12 volts switched for this. So we're gonna go ahead and get the battery in. Probably go ahead and do the tie down also. Ground for the battery. We've already got a positive for the battery. And yeah, so we're gonna get that done and then do the other stuff.
Yeah.
I probably already said that. First step.
Battery.
Battery.
First step.
Yep, you must get the battery. You must procure the battery.
The Sniper's really easy to wire. There's like 4 or 5 wires we figured out. And one is 12 volts, one is ground, and one is 12 volts switched. So that's why we're getting the battery in here, so we can find 12 volts switched real easy. Bo cut a bunch of stuff down, so we might be digging into that big harness back there to find it. But we're gonna find 12 volts switched. And yeah, this is probably gonna be pretty simple. The alternator's probably gonna be our biggest headache right there.
If a headache at all. I mean, it's 3 or 4 wires. And I think I already looked up a little bit about how to wire it up. So I kind of have it in my head a little bit, but I'll probably see if I can find another diagram just to be sure. All right, so battery tie down done and battery wired. Pretty standard, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. We'll worry about fancy later. We're worried about, we want to get this shit running. So that's what we're doing right now. Now we're gonna hook this battery up and see if we can find the spots that we need for the Sniper. We need 12 volts and then we need 12 volts switched, right?
Yeah, which 12 volts is easy because you have 12 volts here all the time.
Right.
And then we have ground where we can go here, or we can go, wherever you went here or over there. So ground and 12 volts is easy. The 12 volt switched is the one that we have to hunt.
What is the other connections that we have for the Sniper? The fuel pump?
Here.
The distributor?
And fuel pump.
And the fuel pump. And that's it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dope.
Right, so
yeah,
here
I think
it is.
that's what we were saying yesterday, five wires.
We're not using this. So we have one going to the coil, which goes to our thing, 12 volt switched, fuel pump, which also we're not really worried about yet. And those, yeah, so that's it. This isn't the way we're doing it. We're doing it because we have an HEI distributor. So it's in here somewhere. Right here.
Yeah, there it is.
So the yellow wire goes to HEI. And then our switched power goes to battery positive there.
Easy peasy.
So.
All right, so we probed around. We found I don't know if y'all saw the short where I cut all of those wires off, but this is some of them right here. We found a 12 volt switch right here. It needs to go to the coil on the distributor here. We got an HEI distributor, and it also needs to go to the Holley harness. So we're plugging in the Holley harness, the Sniper harness, to the Sniper. It just comes off. It's got all its freaking leads that come off.
So this pink wire right here, this is our switched 12 volts. This is our switched 12 volts we found on the car right there. And we also need switched 12 volts here. So I'm just trying to lay this harness out a little bit, figure out where I want to go. It would be nice to come this way, but because that is over there, we're probably going to go that way. Which, it is what it is.
So the blue wire is super long. I think that's our fuel pump wire, right?
Correct.
And we'll get to that later.
So this yellow wire and this pink wire have to come up here.
Because the yellow is the tack wire, right?
Correct.
And that'll go right here. Our distributor is labeled on top. It says, if you can see this, it says tack on one side and bat on the other side. So tack wire is green, battery wire is red.
I don't have a whole lot of wire here to fucking get to there. Old man stuff.
Yeah, dude. Leaning over cars is awesome, especially for old dudes like us.
Yeah, we're gonna pick the car up.
Ronnie's not even old.
I'm not old, but I've not been nice.
He's just well used. I'm probably old with like 150,000 miles. You're old with like 400,000 miles. It's probably time for a rebuild, son.
Might be. That's what we're doing.
Yep, that's what we're doing soon.
So those two are going to become best friends.
Okay.
We're going to switch up to a blue connector. Yep, blue. So because I'm putting two wires in here, I had to step up. We were going to use a pink butt connector, but we're using a blue now. That's in there. Everybody nice and tight. Now we're going to shove this guy into the other side. Okay. So now we'll get this out of our way. This guy is going to come back like so, and then he's going to... Ooh, what was touching there? Something here.
One of those probably alternator wires.
Alternator wires.
Yeah.
So, if we cut here-ish, that should make us plenty long. We're trying to do this one a little bit nicer. We're gonna hit it with the old dingle dangle and some heat shrimp. You know what heat shrimp is?
What's that?
You know what heat shrimp is? 'Cause that's what I said.
Heat shrimp?
Yeah.
Here comes dinner.
Tacos. All right.
What kind of connection are you using?
This kind?
Just like a brass crimp or something like that?
Yeah. It's called an open ferrule crimp connector.
Oh, okay. And then you're going to heat shrink that?
Yeah. Just looks nicer.
Yeah.
Just not quite tight enough there. So you go down one more size to that one. Yeah, I think so. we go. Nice and strong.
And we'll heat shrink that.
Too late. Need a couple pieces of heat shrink. This will probably do us. This is the tack wire. So we're just wiring that guy up. Same way we've been doing all of them. We're using these little open barrel connectors. I like these guys. Time out.
Time out.
We almost made fuck
Heat
you
shrink.
up. Yeah, where'd I put it?
Where'd you put the heat shrink?
I don't know.
Wherever.
Why would I be
Right
asking?
here. Is it?
No, it's too big.
big?
It was small. I set
In
it
your
somewhere
pocket?
so I wouldn't lose it.
Of course you did.
I was gonna put it up here, and then I was like, that's not a good spot. I put it somewhere else, right here. Never forget your heat shrink. I'm gonna strip this guy just a touch more. Okay. Okay, let's make sure we don't do a bad job. And it seems good. So
Right.
what we did is we brought in our pink here to our switch 12 volts there, and then we came out with switch 12 volts to our distributor, and then we grabbed our tack wire and ran it to the tack wire coil wire on the Holley.
Oh, okay. So we've only done 2.
Right, but kind of 3, right?
Right.
Because this needed switch 12 volts and the pink wire from the Holley needed switch 12 volts.
Oh, right.
So both
right,
those
right.
have 12 volts, and
Gotcha.
this now is wired up as well.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, I like them here. We'll get some form of sheathing to put over that. Probably just some of this corrugated stuff. It's nice, cheap, easy, and it looks factory.
Yep.
So we'll run that. And then, yeah, so now we just need to run these two guys over to here, get them some juicy juice, and that's it. It's like the easiest.
So I went to get a freaking wiring end, and Ronnie's over here wiring without me.
Why are you whispering now?
Am I whispering?
Seems like it.
Because the mic's right under my face.
It always is.
Do I need to yell?
Usually you do. Yell. Do you need to? Probably not. But do you? Yes. And the mic does not move its location.
Whatever. Well, I'm just expressing how hurt I am. You're like wiring without me.
I did
So,
one wire.
Wiring put the wiring. I just called you wiring. Ronnie put the ground on.
Wiring did the Ronnie.
Wiring did the Ronnie. for the ground. What are you doing now?
I'm putting the positive on.
Already?
Yeah.
Did you already make the wire?
Yeah.
All right. So what? We got one wire left, the
No,
fuel
we're
pump
done.
wire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Finishtoed.
So,
That's how you wire a Holley.
yeah.
Nope.
So the Holley will turn on now if the key turns on.
Right.
Should we plug up the display and see?
Sure.
We don't think it's going to blow up?
So
Sweet.
what we did is you have the 2 wires. Again, we need to get some sheathing for them. Negative, we ran all the way to the battery. And then our positive, this wire comes boop, right to here. So we just put it on there. That way we're not running it as far. I just think it looks a little nicer instead of having it over here.
That's the starter switch for for the whole car. Ford does that. It's awesome.
Yep. So, yeah, we can plug in the display and see what happens. It should say welcome to Holley or whatever it says when it starts up.
Welcome to Hollyland. Stand by. So gay.
In the middle of our install video, Bo wants to do an unboxing video.
Yep. We've already unboxed all this, so whatever. Here's my O2 sensor. What is this?
It's an igniter thing.
Ah, sweet. Here's my display. Maybe put it in here backwards, and I think it's supposed to go like this. Boop. Yeah. All right, let's cut this and plug this mother in. Actually, let's just plug it in. Does it have a...
Yeah, the lead.
Okay. All right. Here we are inside the car. This is my illustrious Foxbody 88 4-cylinder. See what happens here.
Times 2 now.
I saw something. What's going on here?
She's alive.
What? Sniper EFI, tuning, monitor,
much on
Super
this.
Sniper, logging. You can't see it?
There we go.
So it looks like little dots at the bottom that show that it's transmitting.
So we got our 3 wires right.
We did. Look at that.
Exciting.
It does things. It has buttons and it does stuff.
That's cool.
Crazy, right?
Boost and nitrous, is it?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Let's freaking go. All right, let's do a burnout right now.
I don't think it's going to start.
All right, so all silliness aside, we know you're watching our videos. We know because you're hearing me say this right now. So subscribe to our channel. Watch our other videos. If you're interested in Foxbody stuff, drift car stuff, Skyline stuff, hard body stuff, all the bodies, BRZ stuff, yeah, RX-7 stuff is coming too. So subscribe to our channel and go to our website and buy our junk. We sell shirts, stickers, and some car parts that we make ourselves.
We're actually out of stickers. I got to order some. Doesn't matter. If you guys
Anyway,
buy one, I'll order
some
some.
stickers and we'll get Ronnie moving over here. Anyways, that's it for this video. This was how to wire your Sniper EFI. And the Sniper wires like that for any car, not just this stupid Foxbody with this 302 in it.
Well, as long as you're using HEI.
Oh yeah, HEI.
We were
if you're
specific
using
to
a
HEI.
different distributor, it wires a little bit different because you got a coil and a ignition box and things like that. But yeah, this is for using HEI, which is definitely the easiest way to do it. So yeah, that's it.
That's it.
We'll see y'all in the next video. Later.